everything's working. Started a little bit late today. That's too bad. Okay, looks like we're live. Okay. Well, anyway, welcome everybody to day 3 of the Soulsborne marathon. We got Demon Souls ahead of us here. However, I suspect it's going to go pretty smoothly, because after the stream yesterday, I did some busy work on the game. I didn't really proceed any further in the levels, but I did use all my materials that I've been gathering to good use. So I have 2 very powerful weapons. Unfortunately, they're both longswords. Demon Souls is attempting to get online right now, and it's confused why I'm online but it can't reach the network. Yep. Sadly, the servers are shut down. It's been 10 years now, so it's no wonder. Wow, I'm level 50 already. Okay, time to make some posts about the stream. Go ahead and launch the I'm Live tweet on Twitter and the I'm Now Live video on YouTube. I really don't want to do those every time I'm streaming on the weekend, but since it's my first week, I may do them every day. It's just the most effective way to let people know I'm here. Alright. Oh, hello. I see someone's joined me. Alright, so I was saying last time, and just to catch everyone up who hasn't joined me yet, we finished 1-1 and 1-2 of this world. We finished all of the stages on the Stonefang world. We spent a long time getting lost in Latria last time, but we finished the first stage. And we also finished 1-1 of the, what's this place called? Shrine of Storms as well. So, we're going to begin today by heading to the Valley of Defilement. It's going to be a time. Let's go ahead in there. Okay. Change from private to public. And there we go. Okay, now, the Valley Defilement is basically Blighttown, or the Gutter, or whichever one of those places you prefer. Oh, the Noah friend. Hey, Noah, you're here from the start. You're the first one today, too. Hello, Noah. Thank you for joining me. Oh, let's go away. There we go. Oh, we've already jumped up to 6 people. Nice. Okay, so pretty much everything in this swamp is weak to fire, so I'm going to be using this Dragon Longsword. And I kind of had a realization. As you can see, I did some upgrades. I got a longbow as well for any time that might be useful. So I got a quality longsword +5. That's a maximum upgraded weapon. The power is not impressive, but the stat gain that it gets from my strength and dexterity is pretty good. But this Dragon Longsword, not even fully upgraded. Where can I see my damage? I guess I have to go into the... Oh, it wasn't the equip screen. Okay, anyway. You can see on the top right that my power with the quality longsword is 194. But with the Dragon Longsword, which requires no stat investment, just getting it to +4 is 266. I guess because you don't normally pick up... You have to upgrade stuff for a long way to get it to a Dragon Longsword. That's a reward. But I just picked this one up at 2-2, and it's become easily my strongest weapon. Like the broadsword +8, almost a +10, does 182. I mean, granted, I'm at 20 strength and 19 dexterity, but if I get that to 40 strength and 40 dexterity, then the maximum upgrade I'll get +104 plus 108 damage on top of the 140. So it'll just barely be stronger than the Dragon Longsword. So yeah, we're gonna do Dragon Longsword for now. I guess I didn't realize how easy it can be to play these games using enchanted weapons. You can just raise your vitality and endurance and rely on enchanted weapons and still have good damage. And what that's going to mean is that... I wish I didn't have it so bright in here. It's going to be hard to see where I'm going in this place. But yeah, what that means is that you're just going to have tons and tons of health. That's going to make it easier for you to proceed. And, oh shit. I already fell down my first pit in the Valley of Defilement. Yeah, getting lots of vitality is kind of like making the game much easier on you. Getting more strength and dexterity, it increases your attack power, but that might not exactly make things easier on you, because you'll still die in only a few hits. So yeah, just by doing that, let's see, can I climb back up here? No, I can't. I guess I need to proceed this way. That's actually a very easy way to play through this game. So if you're not already a Souls fan, you're kind of antsy about getting into a game with reputation like that, maybe try that. Look up, you know, how do I get a fire sword? There's usually an early game location to get them. There especially is in Demon Souls, where you start with the Crescent Falchion and then you get the Dragon Longsword in stage 2-2. In Dark Souls, is there a early game enchanted weapon? I'll have to think about that one. I've never done that. But Dark Souls 2 is kind of famous for its early game enchanted weapon, which can make things much easier on you in the early hours of that game. Is this guy alive? No, he's dead. Gotta be careful on this flank here. These guys are not strong, but they'll throw me off my balance. This is the first stage in this area, which means that I should have been able to finish it a long time ago. Meaning that I'm probably kind of grossly overpowered for it, but still, in this stage you gotta be careful of your footing just as much as the fighting. There's a couple ambushes. In fact, I think there's an ambush with dogs pretty soon, where I kind of fall into a room and 3 dogs all try to attack me, but my armor and my health ought to make that a little bit easier on me. Also, my regeneration that I'm getting from my shield and my ring, that's gonna... Ooh, you're alive. That's gonna offset a lot of poison damage that I could end up getting here. If I get Plague, it's just gonna give me more time to get to my item, which I have quick slotted here. The Widow's Lotus is for if I get Plague. Plague reduces your healing items and also drains your health really, really fast. Much faster than poison. Okay, I think I got turned around here. Yeah, it feels like I should be going down, not up. Since I'm descending into a valley. Well, there's a bunch of dead ones here. Maybe he came from the place where I need to head towards. Yeah, I was about to say, this roof doesn't look very steady. Yeah, if you ever fall into traps in this game, just don't panic. Just kind of calmly think, like, what should I be doing right now if this were a normal battle situation and an enemy were in my face? Don't go rolling around. That's maybe the worst thing that you can do. Just block and take a look. If there's an enemy behind you, there probably won't be tons of enemies behind you. This is in Dark Souls 2. So yeah, by the way, I'm curious, for people who are joining me on the stream, and maybe are more familiar with the Souls series, should I play... Obviously, I'm going to finish Demon Souls. I'm going to finish it possibly today if things go crazy good, but probably definitely tomorrow. And then I'll start Dark Souls, and I think I have time to finish Dark Souls for the 9-day stream that I'm doing. Should I do Dark Souls 2? Should I start that up? Because chronologically, that's the next one that came out. Or should I do Bloodborne? Bloodborne's more entertaining, better in just about every way. But it's not the game that released next, chronologically, so it's up to you. I know, Noah, you said that you have... Oh, hello, the Mad Bicyclist. Thanks for joining me. Anyway, Noah, you said that you had Bloodborne, which means that we could actually do co-op in that. Wait, these things... I think they explode and they poison me. Excuse me. So... Oh, gotta deal with this guy first. I'm gonna shoot them with an arrow. Or two, or three. Yep. Yeah, they just explode. Are they still alive? Oh yeah, they are alive. Oh, they're kind of cute now. Okay, now they're not alive. Vote goes to Bloodborne, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just saying, would you rather see Dark Souls 2 or Bloodborne is such an obvious question. Oh. Here's a merchant.
Won't you buy something? My poor child is hungry.
Okay. So she sells Widow's Lotus. Couple items. Chainmail. Yeah, I have 5 Royal Lotus. I'm gonna buy 1 Widow's Lotus. I'm gonna spend the rest of my souls on this.
Finished already? My little one is a growing boy. Please be generous.
What a horrible woman. Okay. Oh, these rats are alive. Oh, these guys give you plague. Yeah, as I thought. My healing's trying to outpace it, but it's just too much. But anyway, that's why I brought the Widow's Lotus. And had it ready even for this. Shard of Archstone, Crescent Moon Grass. Okay. Oh, that's a giant one. That's a shortcut. Let's see, is there a way back up? Yeah, there is. Yeah, that's fair. Thanks for the feedback, everyone. I think I'll be doing Bloodborne in that place. And then, when I continue to stream in the future, on Saturdays and Sundays, I can always go back and play Dark Souls 2. But since I'm probably going to pause whatever I'm playing when Sekiro launches, I'd rather... Plus, Bloodborne's not nearly as long as Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is like a 60-hour game. Bloodborne, on your first time through, can be like 60 hours, but for me, it'll probably be, I don't know, 20. There's a chance that I can get pretty decently far into it and be able to finish it up on the next weekend. So, yep, I've been thinking about that. Thank you for clearing it up. Okay, and yeah. He's a big one. And the point is that he's gonna possibly knock you off of this little bridge there. That's not gonna happen. If you don't have bows and arrows, just throw a knife at him or something. You don't even... If you can't target him, just get halfway across the bridge, throw the knife, and immediately turn around and sprint. Takes them a little bit to aggro on you. Oh man, I missed poise. I'm wearing heavy armor, and I'm still getting stunned by their little, by their weak little swings. He's poking me with a stick, and my dude in full armor, full metal plate steel armor, is like, ow. Ah, you interrupted me. No. They are cute. Is it just me or are they cute? Are you going to do the true ending and DLC for every game? Doing the DLC for Dark Souls 2... I mean, for every other game that has DLC, probably. For me, I consider that just a part of the game now. Like with Dark Souls, doing the Artorias of the Abyss stuff is... I mean, it's something to look forward to each time. Man, that guy makes it really hard for you if you're just on a thin little bridge with him. Out here in the open, he's not so bad. Dark Souls 2 DLC takes so damn long, and I just skip the bullshit bosses. You know how every DLC had kind of a bullshit boss, the double tigers. You can't. I guess you can skip the Gank Squad boss from the first Crown of the Sunken King DLC, and let's see. I guess the second bullshit boss was the other Smelter Demon? Oh my god, I'm already at the boss. Oh, I forgot to kick down the bridge. Good thing Leechmonger is really, really easy. But yeah, I want to do the Old Hunters DLC for Bloodborne. I'm going to do the Artoria stuff for Dark Souls, most certainly. And part of the reason why I wanted to stream these games, and you might have heard me talk about this in the past, I haven't yet touched the DLC for Dark Souls 3. Haven't done it at all. So I'd like to do that on stream. When we eventually get to that point, after this marathon's over. Uh-oh. Okay. Thought I was stuck there. Ouch. You cover me in plagues. Or not plagues, leeches. They're also sapping my health as if I were poisoned. Oh, I got leeched again. Alright, Leechmonger. Let's watch your health decline. Oh wait, he's flailing. Get up and heal already. Okay. I gotta get my stamina back. Good, that flail attack I can't do too much against. Wow, he's not even turning to face me. It's like getting to him is the hardest part of it. Okay, boss fight over. By the way, I did something really stupid on off-stream yesterday. I was almost afraid to admit this, but I decided to use up the boss souls that I had, which means that I also used the Red Hot Demon Soul. That's the soul that you get from Flame Lurker, and you're supposed to give it to the blacksmith to unlock the forging of boss weapons, I think. Yeah, I used it stupidly. So, no boss weapons for me. Unfortunately. A lot of the boss weapons are like PvP weapons, like the spear that that breaks equipment. Which, when I get to the old monk fight, I'll have a little story about that. Yeah, Leechmonger went super well. Should I keep going to the Valley of Defilement? Sure, why not? Get this place over early. The next stage is one of the most annoying. It's a big, giant poison swamp. So, we're gonna go ahead and put... Not bleeding, I need the Royal Lotus. Thing to cure me from poison. In here. Let's see. But would you ever use the boss weapons? Probably not. But still, I can't show or talk about the boss weapon forger now. I guess I just did. Hi. Okay. So this little plank is stopping everything. Alright, down we go into the sick. Now, if you can find the path and kind of stick to it, this level's not so bad. Also, I have no fear of these enemies. You don't even have a stick. Oh, he's got a knife, though. Oh, I'm poisoned. I almost didn't notice it because of my my double regeneration. Yeah, I have the regeneration ring on, and the cling ring. I don't need that. Let's do the thief ring so I don't have to worry about so much aggro in some of the ambushes in this place. Because ambushed while you're on inside the swamp is kind of annoying. Yeah, the poison's doing like nothing to me because of my extreme health. Health regen, I should say. Okay. Do I want to go off script here? Eh, why not? I'm not going to be able to roll around fast anyway, so we're going to sort of overburden myself by equipping my longbow again. How much damage is this going to do to you? 75? It'd be kind of boring to fight each one, but I can certainly get the ones that are going to be in my way out of my way. Oh wait, I don't have very many arrows left. Do I have any alternate kinds of arrows? No, I don't. Only 14 wooden arrows. Well, that's too bad. Save those for someone important then. While we have a kind of low-speed chase. Oh, that's right, I can move a little bit faster by doing the run animation. Gloop, 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 gloop. What you got for me? Legendary Soldier's Soul. Anything else over here? I mean, probably. Maybe just out of sight. I see something that way. So I kind of have a mental image of this swamp in my head. It's really like a big giant oval with a decent path on the far right side. It's kind of a path between islands, but if you follow it, it'll eventually take you to the shortcut, which will then take you to the boss. Do I see something on that land? Dark Moon Grass. Yeah, every time I've come here before, I didn't have the double regen. Makes this place quite easy. Oh, Black Phantom. Dead. What are you gonna drop? Chunk of faint stone and a couple stones of ephemeral eyes. Wow, I have a lot of ways to get back to human form again. Crescent Moon Grass. Alright, I guess we're gonna keep on heading. I never cared about Bloodborne until recently, and now it's my favorite game of the Souls series. That's not a Souls series. Yeah, Bloodborne's ridiculously good. Everything about it is just a slam dunk. The one thing that's not good about it is the frame rate being stuck at 30. But, I mean, that's forgivable because it's on the PS4 and it was kind of an early PS4 game, and for just how crazy cool it looks. Got ourselves the Cat's Ring. But the music is a slam dunk. The visual, and especially the visual design, is incredible. The game is so beautiful. Got a pure sucker stone. Pure stone is the best kind of upgrade equipment. What we got here? Chunk of sucker stone. Yeah, I almost never go this far out in the swamps. Black turpentine. Oh, hello, Dtaven? DTAven? Well, is that the fog gate? Okay, the Thief's Ring, I think, is making me undetected by these guys, and to be honest, I don't really want to fight the giant depraved one. Let's see, Bloodborne is the only one I've actually played, mainly because of the aesthetic, LO, but just so fun. Yeah, the one thing that concerns me about Bloodborne is that people who play it, because it's so different from the Souls series, it kind of sets their expectation for the other ones. So you have to be a bit more patient to enjoy Demon Souls and Dark Souls, but I think overall I've gotten more enjoyment out of the Dark Souls games. And I'm including Demon Souls in that, because it's basically Dark Souls 1.0. Like, my buddy Sid, he played Bloodborne so many times and he loves it. And it took me a while to get him into the Dark Souls games, because I was trying to explain to him, like, there's just so many more viable kinds of builds in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Like, you can do, you have different weapons in Bloodborne, but you can do so much more with a single build in Dark Souls. Like, you can do a Wisdom Strength build, or this, that build. In Bloodborne, there's basically, you know, attack builds. The other ones are really more supplementary, like the, I don't remember the exact terminology for it, but the stat that uses blood weapons. It's really hard to make a build around that. There's basically only one weapon that you can do. It's the sword that you get from Canehurst. There's the equivalent of faith builds, the one that use intellect or madness or whatever that stat is. But again, that's got to be mostly supplementary. So I always felt that despite the different weapons in Bloodborne, there's mostly one play style, you know, fast and aggressive. And people who like that, they're gonna have a great time, sure. And that play style is really fun. But I also have a lot of fun with the other, like, not so fast play styles of Dark Souls and Demon Souls. Yeah, if I ever play a Demon Dark Souls game, I'll know not to play it like Bloodborne. Actually, you can play it like Bloodborne. It's just more of a it's more of a tactical game than Bloodborne. Like with Bloodborne, you're instantly reacting. If you get hit, you go on the offensive. In Dark Souls, you don't have that blood regain mechanic. So if you get hit, you're going to be rolling and dodging more, and thinking about your placement more. In Bloodborne, it can matter to a degree, but where you start the battle doesn't matter that much because you can zip around so easily. In Dark Souls, Demon Souls, even with a light build, you can move around pretty quickly, but nothing compared to Bloodborne. So you have to be a little bit more tactical, but you can play the game really fast, like the Bloodborne style. Especially in the later games where they added some, like in Dark Souls 3, I think they added a different button where you can go from having, like, if you have two weapons in your hands, you'll always favor the one in your right. That's just kind of how the games work, until Dark Souls 3, which now has a dual weapon stance. So you go, like, light, dual weapons, and you can be really quick and fast like that. They even added a quick step that's special to the knives in Dark Souls 3, so you can play it really fast and aggressive. And actually, there's lots of different ways to play through the games. That's what I love about it. And so an aggressive playstyle is totally valid. Also, a very defensive playstyle is valid as well, too. This character that I'm playing here is very classic, so that people seem to think like that's really the only valid melee build, but it's really not. Foregoing the shield, actually the shield that I'm using, the Adjudicator shield, it's just a good shield for the health regen. That's why I'm equipping it on my heavy armor character. I know that I'm going to take damage because I'm not really the quickest. Also, I'm streaming, so I'm not going to be as focused. So that's why I want the health regen from this shield. But really, this is the shield that you want to get if you're two-handing a weapon. If you're two-handing a weapon, you're kind of foregoing a good block and relying on dodges instead. I wouldn't do that because my dodge is a slow dodge. Whoa. Okay, I gotta pull some aggro here. But yeah, yeah, you can play the game like Bloodborne, not 100% like it, but yeah, it's another fast and aggressive playstyle. Don't want to be on the swamp here. Damn, this guy hits hard. Can I backstab him? Nah, I don't think so. But when he whips his attack, it's a good chance for me to take him down. If I weren't wearing this Thieves Ring, I'm pretty sure I would have been attacked by both of them. I play all Dark Souls series plus Bloodborne DS3, and Bloodborne is my favorite. Dark Souls has a lot more bottomless pits. Oh yeah, Dark Souls has more fall death as well. Especially Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1, like, I feel like the difficulty is pretty similar between Dark Souls 1 and 3. Oh, what's with that guy? He's all glowy. What's that? I have no memory of that. Is he just gonna poison me? That's fine, I don't care about that. Wait, do I have Plague right now? No. Okay, we're just gonna ignore that caster and kill this guy. God damn. Okay, I'm trying to manage over to my, oh, I used all my heavier healing items. Whew. Okay, I gotta sort of kite him back and forth. Okay, gotta kill him. Alright, heal this damn poison. And then equip one of my stronger healing items. Equip some Dark Moon Grass. That case would have made my life a whole lot easier. It's honestly so fun watching people who know what they're doing in these games. Well, thank you. I'm a little bit foggy on Demon's Souls. It's been a long time since I played it, but, you know, these games, they're hard to forget. Okay, I've been so far. I want to make sure that I use the shortcut before I go into the boss fight. Oh, it's you again.
Hey, I know you. Won't you buy something? My poor child is sick. He needs your help.
What you got? Healing. Is this me, or is that way, way overpriced? I think it is overpriced. That's the thing. This girl is awful. Nah.
Finished up.
Nah. Man, the, like, weird fog of black insects in this area is really freaking me out. Oh, I thought that was an item. It's just a candle. It's just a candle by a dead, rotting dog. Oh, this guy's got more health than normal. You know what? Something I noticed, I don't think many characters or enemies in Demon's Souls have grab attacks. That's something that can really make groups of enemies awful in the Souls series. One of them will grab you. Doesn't matter how much you're blocking. I don't think I've yet been grabbed in this game. That might have been something they didn't implement. Maybe I'm forgetting one. I remember at least one time where I was mashing buttons, and I was like, oh, that's right, they don't, that doesn't work in Demon's Souls yet. Did that say filthy woman? Yeah, she's the filthy woman. She's the vendor of this area. Oh, hi. Must didn't notice that guy standing here. There's another one. Bring it on, buddy. You probably ran into the filthy woman. Especially in part 1. You may not have noticed that her name is Filthy Woman. And to be fair, she is filthy. Okay, yeah, I am mostly through the swamp part of the stage. I'm seriously trying to remember who the boss of this area is. I can't recall. Does anybody who's watching remember? Oh, hi guys. What's amazing, and if you don't know this game, you might not know it's coming up, one of the best story moments of the Souls series, period, is coming up in the final section of the Valley of Defilement, where you meet Maiden Astraea and her loyal knight Garl Vinland. The Maiden Astraea is basically worshipped by these disgusting creatures, because she is a demon. In this game, demon may just mean, like, creature that's amassed a lot of souls. So she calls me a demon, and that's basically what I am. I'm one of the most powerful demons there is, getting tons and tons of souls. Killing other demons and looting their souls. But yeah, so she's a demon. But what she's doing is she's using her power to suck up the evil of the swamp and to purify it. But as a result, her soul is basically the dirtiest demon soul of all. I need that Royal Lotus. Yeah, when I get to the games that still have active servers, I'm going to be trying to do co-op with my viewers. If no one wants to play, that's fine. I'll just proceed solo. But anyone that wants to play with me can play with me. It might result in me getting invaded a couple times, and I almost never win invasions. I think I've only won an invasion once. But I've died as an invader multiple times, so I must have made other people feel good. Oh my god, this area is disgusting. Yeah, just the black flies they put in the air. It really, really works. On me, at least. Okay, is this the way back to the shortcut? I think that it is. It's always good to know that you don't have to retread any of the ground that you've been doing when you've been going for a long time, like I have right now. 4 arrows left. Yeah, this bow is a really good idea. I didn't even think about the flies of the swamp. But they can result in you trying to attack them from these planks, and then you fall and you feel like a fucking idiot. One arrow left. Gotta hold that for someone special. You, my friend. I better unequip that bow. I got no reason to hold it anymore. There, now I have my faster roll again. I'm not using the broken ring that lets you roll. I'd have to have killed the old king in order to do that. Old King Doran. What I'm doing is I'm using the full plate set, but I'm modifying certain parts to use really weak gear, just so I can get the weight limit that I want, which is a really effective way to still be mostly covered, give myself some plague resistance. My gloves are just regular, I think they're black leather gloves from one of the thief sets. Let's see, if I catch it streaming during Bloodborne, I'm gonna try. Yeah, I've actually never done co-op in Bloodborne. Hooray! Shortcut made. Now I don't have to worry about dying. I mean, I might lose my souls, but... eh. That's no big deal. I already upgraded my weapons all the way. I could upgrade this Dragon Longsword to +5, except that there are 3 Dragonstone chunks that drop from a specific Black Phantom, who I made fall down a pit. It's in the elevator section of Stonefang Caves, the 2-2. And these 2 Black Phantoms with giant clubs ambush you. I made one follow me onto the elevator, and then I made the elevator go up, effectively splitting them off. It was an awesome moment, but the other one, he fell off the pit underneath the elevator, which means that he didn't drop his stuff. And what he had was exactly the 3 Dragonstone chunks that I need in order to upgrade this longsword all the way. As far as I can tell, there's no enemies that drop chunks. They have to be found in the world. And so there's exactly enough Oh, interesting. There's exactly enough chunks in order to upgrade 1 dragon weapon or 1 fire-based weapon to +5, which is the max for that kind of weapon, so... yeah. What can I do? Oh, hi. You wanted to live in here? Sorry. Okie dokie. Let's head out. If I'm even going the right way, which I may not be. I'll get a sense for that now. It looks like I've wandered into a dead end. Or have I? Am I going backwards or forwards right now? Normally it's just a matter of looking for enemies. I thought I heard someone. I hear something. At the same time, there's dead bodies around here. So... let's see, am I back at the swamp? Yeah, okay. So maybe this is where you enter this section. So in which case, there's the filthy woman. So I need to go back from where I turned off so that I could use the shortcut. Okay, so we head this way. This way. Going up. Yep, this is leading me. Okay. Going up some more. Okay. And... I feel like I'm headed towards the shortcut again. Does the shortcut lead to the boss? No, it doesn't, I don't think. I remember the boss being around this area. And the shortcut is just the place where you turn off from the main road. Okay, let's go in here. Over here, is there a way for me to go up? Okay, here's a way to go slightly up. Up some more here? Yes. Okay, I think I'm back on the right path. If I run into an enemy, I'll know I'm on the right path. Oh, here's an item. Okay, yeah, I'm on the right path again, or at least I'm on a side path. Oh, and there's an enemy. Exactly what I was looking for. Nice. Oh, as a note to Noah, I have to be an affiliate before I unlock bits. Oh, there we go. There's the steam door? No, the fog door. Dirty Colossus. Dirty Colossus. Oh man, I have like no memory of this guy. This is basically the Dark Souls 2 boss. Was he gonna explode? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, the Dark Souls 2 boss at the bottom of that pit. What's that place called again? The burrow. He's not like a mud man. He's like got spikes. It's like looks like he's more like he's made of coral. Ooh, he leaves little black clouds in the air. Guess those are insects. Oh, he's gonna implode again. Explode. Oh, he's doing his thing. Good chance for me to get him damaged. Yeah, this fight's almost finished. I better use my souls before I go to fight Garl Vinland. But yeah, the faster I'm done with the Valley of Defilement, the better. And that's that fight. Anyways, yeah, in order to unlock bits, I need to reach affiliate status, which I'd get by streaming at least 8 hours, which I'll break today. In fact, I'll break it in about 45 minutes. But I also need to stream on 7 different days, so I wouldn't really concern yourself if you want to support my channel and my streams by donating. That's not going to happen until I've streamed at least 7 different days. This stream marathon is 9 days, and I did do 1 stream before I started it, so it's not until day 6 that any of that can happen. Even then, I have to set it up, I think, and there might even be a waiting period, so yeah. Okay, back to the Nexus. Let's use some of these souls. And I think we're going to focus on raising our stats, because eventually we got to wean ourselves off of this, what am I trying to say? Got to wean ourselves off of using the enchanted weapon. Eventually, my stats will make the other one more worth it. Wow, 45 minutes in, and I've already finished the first 2 stages of the Valley of Defilement. Last one, I did an hour and a half in Latria.
Thank goodness you are...
Okay, anything that I can deposit? Yeah, these stones and stuff I don't need. And maybe I picked up some weapons. I'm probably not going to use this broadsword. Broken sword, Morningstar, Mirrodin hammer. Okay, everything else is good. And I'm not going to need this other armor. And I can kind of get rid of some of these extra rings, because you can't wear 2 of the same kind of ring anyway.
We are in...
Okay. It's been a while. Been a long while since I repaired my equipment. Probably should do that. Can I buy items from him? Does he sell arrows? Yes, he does. Oh, I could buy so many arrows. I don't need that many, though. Just 100 or so will do me. 200. That way I definitely won't run out. It's only 4,000 anyway. But you can buy healing items from him. Crescent Moon Grass for 150. I think there's someone that sells them cheaper.
Duke.
I think that someone sells them for 100. Can't remember that, though. Okay, anyway. On to leveling up. I think I maybe have 3 levels worth.
Soul of the mind,
Maybe 4.
key to life's ether.
Maybe 5.
Soul of the lost,
Okay, so we're raising
from
dex
its
and
vessel.
strength in equal
Let
parts
strength
here.
be granted so the world might be mended.
Okay, about 7,000
So the world
away
might
from
be
getting another level there.
Art thou done?
Okay, quality longsword is getting up to 202. Again, dragon longsword's better for now. Okay, let's see if we can kill this archdemon. Okay, let's get the most impure demon soul there is. This part's rather beautiful. I mean, it's kind of simple. It's just a knight protecting his lady. But yeah, I also like that once you finish the first 2 stages, you're just right onto the Archdemon. There she is, the Maiden Australia. Keeping good company as always, I see. She's sitting on a pile of gold?
Go forth, Garl Vinland. May you be unharmed.
Sorry, Garl.
Leave us, slayer of demons. This is a sanctuary for the lost. There is nothing here for you but pillage or plunder. Please, leave quietly.
So Garl Vinland doesn't really want to fight you. Just if you get close to Australia, he'll go nuts. Wonder what'll happen if I shoot her with a bow. Hello, not a good name, aka Henry. Where's Garl now? Oh, I don't have any arrows equipped. Oh, I can just shoot her like this. He doesn't do anything? That's strange. I've never killed her. Usually you kill Garl Vinland, and then when you get close to her, she kills herself. Oh, she's gonna start healing herself massively.
We have done no harm to you.
She can probably do that endlessly. I'm gonna bet. She's got a pretty good amount of health, too. She's not healing herself right now. What will
Dear God, have mercy.
Garl Vinland do?
Is not your abandonment of us punishment enough? How long must we weather this cruel fate?
Actually, I might be able to kill her this way. I've never seen this done.
Cruel Lord,
She's probably gonna heal herself again.
what more can you possibly take from us?
Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, I feel like Demon Souls wouldn't restrict you from doing anything. Hello, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. So, I'm just really curious. I think I will eventually be able to kill her like this. But what is Garl Vinland gonna do? Is he gonna kill himself instead?
Dear Lord, you are too cruel. You have abandoned us. Is
Yeah, that killed her.
punishment enough?
Garl, what are you gonna do, man? He's no longer guarding. Let's go approach him and say what's up. Oh, these are all attacking me now. Never seen this done before. said this game was on the PS3? Yeah, it's a PlayStation 3 game. Hey girl, you mad?
You will not turn back, will you? I shall let no harm come to dearest Destroyer. May you rot in the deepest depths of this swamp.
He's not doing anything. Okay, now he's fighting.
We shall defend our home and home to the dead.
I guess that's a way out if you simply can't beat Garl Vinland. Like, if you can't beat him, just shoot her to death. You still get the souls and the items. Touching that stone doesn't do anything for me, technically. How interesting. Okay. Are these guys aggressive now? Nah, they're back to worshipping. I guess they forgot. Let's see. I will, but has Shane taken his break yet? No, I haven't taken my break yet. I'm probably gonna do that at the hour-and-a-half mark. Oh, there's an item here. Oh, Garl Vinland's stuff. I guess he did kill himself. Ah, that's sad. Yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour. Wow, an hour to fully... Whoa! Whoa! I don't remember you guys. Blood babies. I guess going down here at all is gonna give me plague. Alright. Jeez. You can only hurt them when they're above water. Yeah, nothing I can do to fight this plague. I'm gonna get it. Oh, but I got plenty of Widow's Lotus. How long can I stand in here after curing my plague? Not long. Alright, in that case, the best option... I can't run either. Ugh, in order to get whatever that item is, I just gotta walk. Look, there's a couple ways in and out of here, though. I just took the slowest and dumbest. Yeesh. Alright, let's eat again. Get out of there. Okay, what else we got? Pure Marrow Stone. Guess it's worth it for whatever builds use Marrow Stone. Pure Mercury Stone. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. You don't remember the Blood Babies, fake fan? Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm not sure any of that was worth it. But now I gotta go back and get those damn souls. Ouch. Yeah, the extra regen that you get in this game can make you really get away with a lazier playstyle. Yeah, I've never actually gone for any of those items down there before. I think because I just hated the plague so much. Your Sucker Stone. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Yeah, those babies don't give much. Yeah, you cannot run in this stuff. Yeah, it's totally pointless to do that. To cure my plague while I'm standing in this mess. Oof. Get out of there. At least be close to the edge. Oh, good. Well, I died somewhat close to dry land. I should have just made this a suicide run. I said I got, like, at least 2 levels on the line here. Alright, I'll keep on using these stones, because I have so many of them. And maybe if I get rid of this bow, I can get my faster movement again. Oh my god, I forgot how slow going down ladders, or up at ladders in this game is. It really takes each individual step to do it. It's how I would climb a ladder, but I'm not a hero in a video game. Hey, Crystal Lizard's back. I guess they spawn, like, a very limited number of times. But the same one definitely spawns more than once, which is something I didn't think that they did in Demon Souls. Oh. Nah, he's not gonna attack. They're still worshipping. Well, at least they're happy. Got an item here. Legendary Hero's Soul. And there's my death sign. Got it. Ah, shouldn't try to dodge. Okay, let's cure our plague. It does seem like the only way out. I don't have one of those items that lets me warp back, does it? Do I? Nexial Binding. Shard of Archstone. Yes, I do. Good. Fuck this place. Okay. Legendary Hero's Soul. And let's talk to her. Okay. Raise Dex. Raise Strength. 9,000 more souls in order to level up again. Let's see. I'm not going to use these souls for anything. I can't make boss weapons. I don't use magic, so we're going to use that. Ooh, 40,000. And for the Wriggling Demon Soul, 6,000. Pretty good. Hello. Okay, 23, 24. Oh, I'm so close. I'm like 3,000 souls away. Alright. Well, I can make that back easy in the Shrine of Storms. Okay, so I have Latria 2-2 and that Archstone, or the Shrine of Storms 2-2 and that Archstone. That Archdemon, I should say. So, which one should I do? You can choose. Whew. Each of these guys gives 300. And that black skeleton dude gives a whole lot as well. picked up this item. Soldier's Lotus. Okay. Oh, I guess I didn't really explore this little platform up here. Oh boy, Soda's back. You gonna have to spread it on Twitch. Okay. Get a couple easy skeleton kills up here. And then we'll go back to the Nexus and choose our destination. I need to make me some emotes. Oh god. I definitely need to make an emote using my face. The face that I use on all my my thumbnails. Also, just yesterday, only just yesterday, I discovered that I can make thumbnails for my Twitch streams. I didn't know you could do that. I guess I had gotten some bad information that said you can only choose moments from the stream to be your thumbnail. Then I was thinking about things like the Overwatch League and how they use thumbnails. And I thought, what, do they just like show their thumbnail for a second at the start so they can do that? Or what? How does that work? Turns out it's wrong. You can totally upload thumbnails to videos on Twitch, which seems obvious. Okay, I should definitely have enough souls to level up. It's fun because I don't really drink that much soda. Not anymore, at least. Okay, level up our decks. Okay, so how is quality longsword? All those levels and it only gained like 10 attack. Yeah. It could be useful against enemies that aren't weak to fire. Pretty much everything in the Plague Lands was weak to fire. Okay, well, I feel like going here first. Since, as far as I can see... Oh, I need to make some tingle emotes, definitely. Yeah, as far as I can tell, no one voted. Y'all failed your job. I asked you a question, goddammit. But anyway, we're going to go to Shrine of Storms because the boss of 2-2 in Latria is maybe the hardest boss in the game. There's 2 of them, and you got to have your damage really strong. Oh yeah, I guess if I two-hand my weapon... Oh yeah, I need bow. And the Thief Ring. Perfect, okay. If I two-hand my weapon, I do get a strength bonus. So the quality longsword could, in some ways, be my strongest weapon right now. But if I'm fighting one-handed, then meh. Oh, what's this? Storied Soldier's Soul. Okay, 118 arrows. That should be enough to get me through this area. Did I say Song of Storms or Shrine of Storms? Should have made a poll. Yeah, I guess I should have. It turns out I was the asshole all along. So these ghosts, they never stop coming back, and they're the equivalent of the skeletons from the catacombs of Dark Souls 1. Except that they're really goofy and easy to avoid. So this part is not even nearly as stressful as the catacombs. Like, I just walk past this goofy motherfucker. They're also really skinny, so you can get right past them. See? See what I'm doing? Okay, maybe not. Then the guy that controls them is also a big goofball. He looks like death, but he's nothing. See? That's it. And then they're all gonna go away. As soon as he officially dies. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, we have our nice encounter with Patches the Hyena. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm gonna take... If I take off my gloves... Nah, okay. I'm gonna need to take off my helmet. Dark silver... Nah. There we go. So we're led to this room by Patches.
Oh, hello again. Hey, don't turn a cold shoulder. I didn't mean to do you wrong.
You
Really.
encounter him in 2-2.
Come on now. We've got better things to fret about. That pit there is filled with
Ooh,
treasure.
filled with treasure.
But, I can't get to it myself. Go on, have a look. It's more riches than I've ever dreamed of.
Okay, let's check it out. Surely there's going to be a lot of treasure in here, and it's not any kind of trap whatsoever. Yoink!
Don't hold it against me, eh? Take your time starving to death. Then I'll sell every last trinket off your corpse.
Damn me? Darn me? What are you darning me for? Oh, how do I get back? There we go. No clue Patches was even in Demon Souls? Really? Oh yeah, Patches originates here.
Heavens! Did you fall for that little devil's trap? Well, I did the same. He fooled me, and now I am stuck here. The reverberations seem to suggest that we are connected to the outside. But dark, fearsome souls stand between us and freedom.
Yeah. Took me a
But
moment to
have
figure
no
that out.
fear. God will cleanse us of evil. Pray with me. Umbasa.
Mbasa. You done talking?
Heavens.
Yeah, he is done.
But dark. But
Yeah,
have
exactly
faith.
like Dark Souls. You get kicked down a pit by Patches. You find the holy figure trapped down here with black phantoms coming at them. You kill the black phantom and then the character can escape. If it plays Dark Souls, it's probably very, very similar to something that you know. Did him in. Chunk of Dark Moonstone, Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Do I talk to him now?
Oh, it's you.
Hello, Blake.
Did you cleanse the world of another dark soul today?
Dark Soul.
God has chosen you, and for that we are thankful. Umbasa.
Mbasa. It's way easier to navigate yourself out of this because it's not nearly as dark. Alright. Hey, Patches.
You. Hey, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean what I said. Well, I mean, a man's got to make a living, right? Here, look. I can make up
I
for
don't
it.
think there's any other
There
interactions
aren't
with
many
Patches in
humans
this.
like us.
Noah, did you know that
We need to
Patches
stick
is also in
together.
Bloodborne?
I know. Here, take this as a token of my friendship. You've seen one of these before, surely. No need to...
Alright, anyway, little mess with Patches is cleaned up. What do we got here? Trap. Oh, that's right, the arrows come from that side. Whoops. Yeah, he's in Bloodborne as well. He's a spider with his head on it. I think you find him in the Chalice dungeons, and he sells you stuff. But yeah, he's still in there. He's a series staple. Is he in Dark Souls? Dark Souls 3? Can't remember. Okay, so I got the Thief's Ring on, which means that these Storm Beasts, they can target me, but they're not super likely to. There's so many of them, though, that I might have at least one shooting down at me. We're just gonna risk it. I killed the Necromancer, so it's fine. Whoa! Guard of Bladestone. Okay, skeleton down. Haven't been shot at by any storm beasts yet. Oh, really? I'm already close to being overburdened? Should I head back to the Nexus? I think it was Garl Vinland's armor that would have overburdened me, along with his weapon. Yeah, I killed the Necromancer, so I can just rush down here. I can't remember if the Necromancer comes back, but yeah, I want to be able to loot this stage. I'm about to go to Google and look up Bloodborne spider patches. And I'm actually going to find something. Yeah, you are. Or you could do Bloodborne patches spider would probably be a better way to search it. Again, yeah. Yeah, I want to loot this place, so let's go back. Oh, I think this is the guy that sells me at cheap prices. Half Moon Grass. Yeah, he does. I think I'm just gonna fill up on Half Moon Grass. Oh, but my item burden's too much. Damn it.
Hold on.
Alright, I'll just do that when I get back. Did you find the image, Noah? I told you. Yeah, he's in 3? Okay, yeah, it would make sense. Wow, we're just zipping through this game.
Thou seekest
Oh, no, I don't want to talk to you.
Wait.
She got kind of offended by that, though. Alright, deposit. All this stone. It's really the weapons and armor that's probably doing it. Oh, the arrows don't help either. Yeah, goodbye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, yeah, that's like half of what I was holding.
Yeah.
Alright, back we go. Oh my god, he is real and I hate him. Why is he a spider? Does that game even give a reason? I can't remember. Okay, see you later, Noah. Let's see. Henry, do you recommend I start the Souls series with this game or Dark Souls Remastered on the Switch? Maybe this game, if you can get your hands on it. Play through this game if you want to just have a time learning some of the mechanics. Like you want to just sort of like, I'm just going to play it easy. And then you'll be able to get into other stuff afterwards, like I did. Oh yeah, it looks like the Necromancer does come back. We'll just drop down and kill him then. Hey buddy. Playing a magic user in this game is a lot easier than it is in playing in other games. It's still easy in the other ones. But in Dark Souls, you have a limited number of castings, D&D style, before resting. But in this one, you have magic, so you can just get lots of magic recovery items and use your magic. was kind of afraid to proceed in these games until I did a magic run-through of Demon Souls. Then I realized it's really not so bad. And then I started to play with more melee style. And it was really welcoming me to the series. When I got to Dark Souls, I wasn't at all afraid to try out melee build, because I had a feeling for how enemies move and how I should proceed. Ooh. So yeah, I recommend that. That was a really good way for me to start. But if you want to just start with this one, Dark Souls is probably maybe still the hardest game in the franchise. Bloodborne's up there. But yeah, Dark Souls can be quite tough, but it should definitely be maybe your second game to play. I really don't recommend starting with Bloodborne. Not because it's hard, just because it's not like any of the other games in the series. Oh! Goldies! Huh? They're heading back? This is a really bad way to fight these guys. I guess it could be worse. Never mind. I'm fucking destroying them. Hey, buddy. Man, people being harsh to Noah, telling the man he smells bad. That's not cool. Okay, here we have another necromancer encounter. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the bow and put my helmet back on, because I'm gonna need the defense. I'm likely gonna get tapped by one of these guys at some point. Dark Moonstone. Hi. That's right, he has a laser. Heh. I already got healed from that laser blast. This one's got a little bit more health than before, too. Let's see. I feel like it's a trap. Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, that was a trap. Yeah, there's no shortcuts in this stage, so I should have known better. Where's my stones? It's funny, I'm treating these stones like they're my lives in a different kind of game. Should I even bother with this first necromancer? What's the worst that's gonna happen? He's gonna send his slow people after me? This isn't even that much of a drop. Yeah, I'll get that health back in no time. Okay, out here to fight some skeletons. Dude, quit being such an asshole. Just because you're an immortal skeleton doesn't mean you should have no stamina. Dude, have some chill. Okay. That could have been a little bit more elegant. Okay, so then we got the goldies, and then I'll be basically back where I was before. Okay, one down. How about the other one? Backstabbed! Okay. So yeah, we're basically where we were before. Into the platform, into the caves. We got Laserface here. Goodbye, laser. Face. Man. Okay. I'm just gonna ignore you. We got another laser one. They can't really hit me if I'm up in their face. Oh, actually, they can still swing their arms, I guess. That's what you call that. Okay. Now, where's the one who got me from behind? Where do you come from? Where are you? Oh, hi. Oh, he's dead. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Where's the phantom that stabbed me in the back? Where are you? Well, maybe they only appear if you grab that item. Are you behind me? No? Okay. You behind me? I see no one. Alright, further we go. Out onto the cliffs again. If I wasn't wearing the thief ring, this place would be hell. I'd be getting shot at by all these beasts in the air. Flying around. Giant manta ray dudes. But the next fight coming up is another... It's another fight that gets referenced later in the Souls series. If you know Yorm the Giant from Dark Souls 3, and if you know anything about Demon Souls, you might already know what's about to happen when they get to the Archstone fight. The boss of this area is actually a memorable one. It's, Oh, got a lasering guy here. And... Oof. Die, man. Yeah, he should be dead. And all the other ones died, too. Yeah, the Cloud Cleaver battle's coming up after this one. But anyway, the boss that's coming up is also referenced in Dark Souls 2. The Blind Monk. Is that his name in this one? Anyway, it's a big blind creature that you fight in an area that you can use the environment to help you. In this case, if you use the Thief Ring, you have a much easier with this boss fight that's coming up. I almost forgot about this room with the glowworms and stuff. This looks like an area in Dark Souls 1. Yeah, Bloodborne was very influential. That you see remnants of it in all of the later Souls games. I think the developers were really bitter that they had to give up their new IP because of the publisher kind of screwing them over. Is this a boss fight? I think this is the boss fight room. Where is he? He's in here, isn't he? While this is happening, I'm gonna make another... Okay, it's the old hero fight. Yeah, if you don't wear the Thieves Ring, he can find you, and he can be really aggressive. But if you have the Thieves Ring, he can't see you, because he's blind. He can still detect you if you're loud, I think. But yeah, it becomes... Oh, he fell down to the boss fight room. What? That can happen? The boss fight was down here the whole time? If it's possible to drop into here and through some way. I need to get my dashboard back up on Twitch. Holy arrows. Alright, I guess I should probably do some damage to this guy. I think he sensed me. That's right, dual handing doesn't help me with this flame weapon. Oh, that's right, there's camera issues in this fight a bit. Where the camera locks on a little bit too high on him. So when you get close, it's looking directly up at him. It can make your camera do weird stuff that you might not want it to do. Untouchable. Can I hit him? I don't want to do my wide swings. Wait, actually my two... Oh, that's right. That's right, he does that. Ha 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 ha. There's the item. Full moon grass. Okay. I think after I finish this boss, I'm going to take a short break. And then be back. Woo! Don't do your ground pound move. I'm kind of stuck on you. Oh, he's doing it! Oh. I was out of range of it. That's nice. If you're not locked onto him, he looks rather silly. Then you can't really block him that well. Yeah, the Thieves' Ring makes this fight a joke. If you can see what I mean, Demon Souls is really not too hard of a game. That's really cliche to say a Souls game isn't very hard, but I feel like more than any other in the series, Demon Souls really benefits from having knowledge, and that there is ways that your smarts can prevail against these big creatures. You know, you see that he's blind and you think, oh, the Thieves' Ring makes me hard to detect, then this fight becomes a rather easy one. In any game, this would be a pretty easy fight. I guess an enemy that can't even see you unless you're attacking it, you can use that to your advantage in so many ways. Demon was destroyed. There's the Archstone, or the stone for now. Okay, wow, I'm holding a lot of souls. Let's go back to the Nexus. Then we'll take our break, and then we're going to come back, finish this area, then we're going to go to Latria and do the next area. Might even be able to finish this game today, because there's not that much left after that. Yeah, really not much.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Whoops, did I just raise endurance? Whoopsies. 8,000, Hero Demon Soul, go ahead and use that. Yeah, the boss of Latria is a really interesting fight, but because of the servers being down, it's going to be a really easy fight for me. I'll explain what that means when I get to it, though. 2,000? 2,000. Okay, I maybe have enough for one more level. Okay, I need to get to 24390. I might have just enough. Or just barely not enough. Oh god, I'm like 70 souls short. That's too bad. Alright, I'll kill a single skeleton and then break time. Okay, I'm out. Okay. Seek soul power.
Soul of the mind, key to life's
Do-do.
ether. Art thou done?
Okay. So we're gonna chill here next to Ostrava. What's up, bro? Can I make a funny scene? Nah. Okay, anyways. I will be back in like 5 minutes. I will say don't leave the stream because I will be back in very, very short amount of time. People always leave the stream. Just hang on there. Just wait. Just chill. Just chill here for a second. Okay, Tingle, come on in. There we go. Alright, don't go anywhere.
You should have the chance to take the credit.
Pokemon card? Cool. Oh, it's nice of it.
One of my colleagues. When I asked her about people on colorful, so she knows you're looking for Pokemon card. She's like,
Okay. And I'm back. Let's move Tingle out. Alright. And let's continue. Oh my god, this has got to be the first time I've ever taken a break and had more viewers than when I left. Alright. So we're back at it. Crushing Demon Souls. I've decided we're going to beat the game today. It's going to happen. We're going here, and we're going to have a pretty interesting boss fight. Henry had to go? That's too bad. I gotta prep for when Shane gets to it. Oh, you mean Bloodborne? Yeah, get ready. No scrubs. No scrubs on my Bloodborne stream. So here we have the archdemon of this area. Big manta ray guy. I really wish you could have seen it earlier than just this fight. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my sword, because it's gonna be absolutely useless right now. Okay, what I need to get to is a certain loot, which I think is this one here. Yes, it is. The Cloud Ruler, Storm Ruler. Maybe it's Cloud Ruler in Dark Souls 3. But anyway, it makes way more sense here, I feel, because you're sending big giant slashes into the sky. Like that. So yeah, we're gonna cut some people up. By that I mean people that I play with. I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter how good or bad you are. Okay. So we cut up some storm beasts, and then the big one comes, and then we cut him up. Anything else? Oh, there he comes. Hello, Storm King. Huh? Ouch. Hit him once. Hit him twice. Oh, this guy is so cool. Can I get him again? Nah, he's too far away now. New moon grass. Oh, he's coming again. Ah, that missed. Oh. I got stabbed. Let's try that again. One more. Two. I don't think... Yeah, he's too far away now. Well, if I'm just going to heal up the little bit of damage that he can do to me, this fight is... It's pretty much finished. So I normally run into this house and fight them off from here, because it's really hard for them to shoot you here. This is the first time I just kind of stood out in the open and killed them all. Holy Arrow. I got some holy arrows earlier as well. Oh, here he comes. Now's my chance. Give him another one. Can I hit his tail? Nah, his tail doesn't have a hitbox. That's too bad. Ah. Oh, incoming. Incoming. Oh, oh, hi. Can you not distract me from your daddy, please? Come on, one more. Hit him. Yeah! Fantastic. 40,000 experience. Someone dropped something. Alright, so we're 3 out of 5 archdemons down. Really 4 out of 5, because the archdemon on the first level is basically the final boss of the game. Okay, we're heading back. Okay. Hello, maiden.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou
Okay, I think I'm going to spend the rest of my souls on some arrows. Because I know there's going to be a dragon coming up pretty soon. Oh, my stuff is in need of repairs. Especially that storm ruler. Okay, buy... Yes, buy arrows. As many as I possibly can.
Do come back.
Let's see, how is my item burden? Extremely high. Okay, we're going to deposit like half of these crescent moon grasses, because they actually do have a weight to them. I didn't mean to do. I want to do more than that. Keep in mind that I'm going to be playing the Dark Souls games on PC. So, fair warning. Dagger, Storm Ruler. Yeah, these arrows are what's really weighing me down. At least I have them bought now. I can put a big chunk of them away. Yeah, Dark Souls Remastered on PC. And then I think, based on the time that I have left on stream, I'll be able to get to Bloodborne. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish Dark Souls. If you know what you're doing, it really isn't that long of a game. Just like Demon Souls.
You have a...
You have it for Xbox? Sorry, I'll be playing it on the Steam release. I don't actually own an Xbox. And there's no, like, cross-play or anything like that. Okay. The time has come to fight the Man-Eaters. The Man-Eaters are not a fun fight. Okay, this is an interesting little area where we get to fight some gargoyles. fact, this is one of the most gargoyle-iest areas in gaming. Let's see. Will you ever do Paladin streams or Super Smash Bros. Stream where you play with us? Yeah, I definitely want to do that. In fact, I've been meaning to play Paladins again for a while. The thing is, when I play Paladins, and also I try to do Overwatch streaming before, it's really hard to concentrate when you're doing that. By that, you really have to be concentrated when you do that. So it's really hard for me to, like, keep an eye on chat. Although people stream those games all the time, I just won't be able to talk to chat as much as I can when playing, like, console games. Single-player console games. Also, I could get a little bit nasty, I think. When I play Overwatch, I'll get pissed if teammates aren't doing things that they maybe should be doing, which is essentially all the time. It's kind of furry for a gargoyle. Smash Brothers, though, I could do. Since those are short bursts, there's lots of times to pause and chat. Sure, I could run tournaments, and even if I get knocked out, we can just watch the rest of the tournament with everybody. I wonder if I can gift, like, special emotes to the victor. Like, whoever wins the tournament gets a special emote. I don't know. Gargoyle down. So far, they haven't been able to do much. Oh! Come back here, you jerk. Where are you going? Oh, really? You can still shoot at me while flying? Fine. See if I care. Yeah, like, I can have a certain emote for everyone who participates in the tournament, and maybe a different emote for the winner. Feels bad not giving everyone a prize, but, you know, the winner should win something. That's why it's a tournament. I will almost certainly lose, because I'm not very good at Smash Brothers. So you don't have to worry about me getting it. Although it would be kind of shitty to, like, play in a tournament where the person giving the prize beats you. Because I would maybe be able to eliminate some people. I don't know. Or maybe that's the point. It's what you signed up for. Ah! Don't step too far. And I remember these gargoyles used to scare me, but they're nothing compared to the Dark Souls gargoyles. They're just a big, funny joke. Yeah. I do like that they don't just fall down when they have wings. Like, the Dark Souls gargoyles, you can push them off of ledges and they fall to their death. It's really funny. There's actually two that specifically stand on the edge This is an Anorlando. They stand near the edge of a precipice. If you shoot them with arrows, they take a step back and they fall to their death below. Super funny. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need my longbow here. Oh, hi. Yeah, he's flying around like a real flying enemy probably should. Let's use those holy arrows. And get them out of my inventory. I can deal with these flyers a little bit faster. I can't remember what these guys are holding up. They're holding up something. Sorry, I broke your thing. Shane, are you going to play the original Dark Souls 2 or Scholar of the First Sin? I actually own them both on Steam, and I haven't really decided yet. Maybe the original Dark Souls 2 because I've never played through it before. I started with Scholar of the First Sin edition, but from what I hear, it almost sounds like the original Dark Souls 2 experience would be preferable. Do you know anything about it, Noah? Like, which one would you recommend? I know you're pretty hip to the Dark Souls knowledge. What's this now? Shortcut? Treasure? That guy does something bad. I can't remember what he does. What does Lautrec do? I remember the first time I ever played this game when I saw Lautrec. I killed him immediately because I wanted his armor. Because he has really cool looking armor. Wait, it's not Lautrec. What is that guy's name? Lautrec is Dark Souls. What does that guy do? Oh, man. Alright, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but the frames definitely took a dip in this location. Oh, these little firebug things are... Or these little, like, disgusting maggot monsters are really creepy. Something about bugs with multi-legs with a centipede body and human heads just gets to me. Whoa! Hi! Oh, you're stuck down there now. Scholar of the First Sin has an exclusive final boss, but it's nothing amazing. Oh yeah, the titular Scholar. I don't think you can give people specific emotes for subs, but you can make special emotes for the people that win. Okay. Thank you for checking into it, Lucas. I appreciate it. Maybe I can make special emotes for, like, the top 5 people in the tournament or something like that. Yeah. This place is a lot less scarier with a high-level dragon longsword. Maybe it's just because I've played through Bloodborne now that all of this seems almost cute in comparison. Even Dark Souls 3 has way more harrowing imagery. Dark Souls 2 has locations that also have such a stressful feel. Like Tomb of the Giants, just being in utter darkness. New Londo, especially. Hey, it's one of the dead gargoyles from above. They send their bodies all the way down here. It's a programming mess. Oh man, looks painful. I've been invaded while down here. It wasn't a very fun time. So, I'm gonna tell you a story now. It's about probably the worst moment that's ever happened to me in a Souls game, and it happened in Demon Souls. And, yeah, it's an extremely harsh punishment. And I'm pretty sure I had to restart the game because of that. So basically, what I did was I was doing my first ever playthrough of the game, back when the servers were live, and, I remember that I had been through this area, and I killed the knight who betrays you. I cannot remember what his name is. So you get to the next... Oh, it's a Mind Flayer. So I got to the Archdemon of this area, and the Archdemon of this area is the Old Monk. The Old Monk is an interesting fight in that it's actually a PvP final boss for the area. What happens is anyone who's looking for either invasions, who wants to invade you, or who wants to even cooperate with you, can be summoned to become the Old Monk. So it's you versus another player. Now, this was my first ever playthrough of a melee build in Demon Souls, and I'm pretty sure I restarted and started my magic build. That was actually the first time I ever completed it. But yeah, I had that guy's armor, and I wanted to get more souls, so I think I either, like, sold off the other armor that I had. I can't remember how it was, but I remember that I had no other armor for some reason. Maybe I deposited it and I didn't know I could get it back, but anyways. So the person that I fought against was someone who was specifically built for kind of a troll PvP build in the Old Monk fight. He was able to use Acid Cloud, a magic that destroys all of your equipment, or at least your weapons. And also he had the Scraping Spear, which destroyed everything I was wearing. All of my armor broke, my shield and my weapon broke as well. So, in order for me to repair that armor, and he also, basically, I was down to nothing, and he wouldn't even attack me. I would try to punch him with my fists, but the damage that it did against him, his health, I think it was mostly a vitality build, was so high that, or my damage was so low that I could basically never kill him. After about 20 minutes of him not letting the fight end, he finally killed me, because there's no way to, like, fall off a cliff and die in that Old Monk fight. So he eventually killed me, and then I was left with no souls, no weapons, no armor, and my repair bill for my armor was something like 20,000 to 40,000 souls. It sucked. It sucked. Imagine you have no weapons, no armor, nothing. I tried to salvage it by, like, going to an early area and looking for a weapon that was on the ground. But, yeah, it eventually led to me restarting. But I'll never forget that Old Monk fight and that asshole who basically wrecked my playthrough, my first playthrough of the game. It's part of the reason why I don't think that invasions are a very necessary part of the Souls games. Because the people that invade are pretty much always going to be, like, PvP builds. So, if you're just trying to enjoy the game as a single-player experience, or not setting up a specific build to fight invaders, then you can just get fucked over. And the stuff that destroys your equipment like that, I'm really glad that that's not in the game anymore. Or at least I never ever saw it come back. Yeah, nowadays, I imagine I could have handled that situation fine. Like, okay, I'll just go to an early area, punch enough of some dudes to death until I can buy a cheap weapon from, like, the Undead Merchant or something. That's what I would do in Dark Souls. But I had no idea what to do then. None. I really need to get a green screen. I'd like to cut out most of this background for you all. Oh, no! I was too slow. Alright, down we go again. The majority of the things they change in Scholar of the First Sin are just item descriptions? What? They change a lot of enemy placement as well. They also change some enemy behavior, like the Hide Knights. In the original Dark Souls 2, they're found in lots of different locations. They also add a bunch of those monsters, and they put a couple of dragon riders around the world too. They also change item placement. The infamous fire sword that people like to start out Dark Souls 2 with has a completely different location in Scholar. Scholar is the prettier experience, but I've heard that it's just kind of a different experience. Does that open the way to the boss now? Yeah, I think this thing falls down. Oh, that's right, a couple bonfires were added too. Yep. So that's the thing giving birth to these guys. It's weird little children. When I first played, those things creeped me out so much, and that cutscene made me think that those guys were now gonna ambush me or something. Nah, it just signifies that they're on the ground now. Okay, that's the archstone that I came here from. That's fine now. Oh, Mr. Darcy, welcome. Okay, so if that's the archstone, then the way to the boss is... Which one? Here? No, that's where I dropped off from. Maybe it's here. Oh, Gargoyle, you're back. Well, it's a melee Gargoyle, so he's gonna want to fight me, right? And I am not looking forward to the Manator fight. Pretty sure it's right in front of me, too. I'm almost there. It's a pretty straightforward level, actually. You can get a little bit turned around and lost on the bottom part of it when I went down. But above, it's actually, yeah, pretty clear. Let's see, what's over here? Probably some equipment. Or an instant death fall. Let's find out. Stuff. Old Spice. Shard of Moonlight Stone. Renowned Hero's Soul. And over here, Gargoyle and his friend. Oh, how did I miss? See, the Gargoyles always drop souls. They drop souls that you can use to get more souls, basically, but it's an item. So even if you die, those souls are safe. So this is another way that the game is a little bit more welcoming than you might think. And another reason why Demon Souls is a good place to start out for people who don't know the Souls games. Because it has those concessions. Let's see. ShaneBrained, how much longer until I can subscribe? I'm holding my Twitch Prime sub for you. Thank you, by the way. So I have to stream on 8 separate days. This is my 4th day streaming on Twitch. So, let's see. For me, it's Tuesday, but I guess for you all, it's Monday. So, I guess by Friday? Thank you for watching and all. But, yeah, I can't get support until I'm an affiliate. I'm kind of too new to Twitch as far as they're concerned. Okay, lots of item here down with the junk enemies. Oh my god, these guys are so easy. For me now. Ring of Avarice. I'm pretty sure that's the ring that gets me more souls. Gold mask, AP rapier. Oh hey, I can wear that gold mask. How much does it weigh? Oh, is it for women only? Female only. Ah, damn it. Well, that's too bad. Alright, well, I got all the stuff that I want to bother to get from here. It's time to face the man-eaters. Okay. Why are you a huge idiot, Noah? Okay. What's gonna help me against the man-eaters? Guess the clever rat's ring won't hurt. You stabbed yourself? Trying to open a peanut with a sword? You deserve it. That sucks, by the way. I hope you're okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have to go up to face the man-eaters. And I think there's one more mind flayer along the way. Yep. God damn, I remember this game. In your face! Out of my way. Is there another man-eater? Or sorry, mind flayer? I know that there's 2 man-eaters. Ugh. That's a lot of stairs. Just cut off your finger? No biggie. Okay. Aw, how'd I miss him? Okay, I really don't want to face him here. Come on over. Let your friend join us as soon as possible. Okay, where's the other man-eater? Where's the man-eater? Where'd you go? There you are. Come on over to my platform here. The biggest danger here is being thrown off the side by that attack right there. It flings you so crazy far. You can also have him fly off the edge, in which case you just waste your time getting back here. Keep doing this, please. Oh, please go down. Kill him. Yes. Oh my god. One man-eater down. Okay, where is he? Where is he? There he is. Oh, okay. Oh, there he is. Hi. What's that attack? Oh, thank God for this brazier. Brazier. There he comes. Come on back, buddy. What you gonna do? I'm not fighting you there. You come to me, okay? Come to me. Come to Daddy. Ugh! Son of a bitch. What's this attack? I can knock him out of it, apparently. What's he doing here? Is he healing? Yeah, that's why I stand by the brazier almost always. Where's my healing? Because that attack knocks you so far. Alright, where is he? This is basically... I guess False King Alant is kind of a challenge before I get to the end. But if I can kill this guy, then the old monk will be no problem. The old monk can still be strong. Yikes! But, yeah. Well, I guess we also have the Penetrator fight. Youch! And if you have no idea who the Penetrator is, that probably sounds really funny to you. You asshole. Come back to me, man-eater. Manhandler. I want to drink my coffee, but I can't because I'm still fighting you. Man, I cannot believe I killed that first man-eater with just enough time to not be attacked by the second. Come here, buddy. Okay, he's almost down, but I can't let myself get cocky here. Damn it! Alright, just need one more chance. This is it! Yay! That might have been the best fight with the man-eaters I've ever had. Not even enough levels not even enough souls to level up. That's funny. But maybe by using items I'll have enough? Yeah, I can level up. We're gonna go back here just in case I die against the old monk. I don't have to go through teleporting and all that again. Make a tweet. Where's the maiden? There she is. Even though she moves around, it's never really hard to find her. That candle really helps too.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Okay. Quality longsword. Still not really near my flame sword's power, but we're going to switch to it. If I two-handed, it brings up to 245, but it's still not strong enough. Okay, anyway, old monk, here we go. One clip. What does that mean? That had been created. Did someone make a clip for my stream? Okay. I think we're gonna get to see the old monk now. I think that's what this cutscene is. Just imagine the guts to try to make this work. You create a boss that is made through PvP summons. And at one point this game was popular enough to allow this kind of thing to work. It's madness. Still these guys, huh? Okay, 238 with a stabbing attack using this weapon. Let's compare that to my dragon longsword. 235. Interesting. Let me try that under a different example, because in that case he was on his back, which, what the enemy's doing, 235. Interesting. So the dragon the quality longsword is actually stronger now, so I get to finally switch to that. The weapon that my whole build has been supporting. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh no 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 no! Oh yeah, that's right. This is kind of a grab attack. Will I survive? Oh yeah, that's the only damage. Not a big deal, actually. Although, just like the last time I died to these guys, I accidentally switched to, two-handing. At a bad time there. Alright, let's see if this will go a little bit better. I got the advantage. This weapon's not as good against enemies that don't have any resistances against flame. Okay, then I guess my dragon longsword is still the best thing. Although I feel like I could have put all those levels in strength and dexterity just into my health and endurance, and had the exact same damage output. I didn't realize how overpowered this stuff is in Demon's Souls. It's like having an in-game weapon instantly, and it requires no level in investment. The only thing... I think I switched to two-handed again. Get him! Stand up and get him! Got him. Almost died, though. Requires a lot of like, stones and stuff. Okay, here's the new old monk. That's right, he uses a claw weapon. A very, very weak claw weapon. If it's not a player. That doesn't do much damage to him, though. Well, eventually it will. like to try my other sword against him. Maybe he has extra damage. I can't believe I managed to switch it without him attacking me. Oh yeah, yeah. He has resistance against flame. Yeah, this will just cut him up. Yeah, this is an archdemon fight. If you're not online. You can't have a player fuck you over like one did to me before. Yes, this is the big yellow turban thing that appears in later Souls games too. It all originates right here. Alright, this fight will be over soon. One more touch. Gotcha. Okay. Wow. So that's our third archdemon slain in today's stream. I had a feeling today would be a very, I don't know, profitable, effective stream. So all that's left is Boletaria 1-3 and 1-4.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Art thou done?
Okay. And away we go. Let's see, I'm going to be facing knight enemies. Which, I guess the flame sword's probably good against them. Or maybe their armor will have some kind of flame resistance. So I think I'm just going to go with the quality longsword. Hey, you'll recognize that if you saw today's Now Live thumbnail. I had to throw that one together. It's not my best work. Putting my head onto the maiden. So there's one encounter with the fat official in this area that I don't think will repeat because I already did it. Basically, to get this longsword, you have to buy it from the undead merchant who appears in 1-1. He also appears in 1-2, but if you kill the Tower Knight, he then immediately moves to 1-3, which you can't get to unless you kill an archdemon. And I knew that I wanted to make this weapon while I was off stream yesterday. So I had to come in here, which means that I had to run into the fat official at least once. You kind of chase him all throughout this level. He has kind of a cadre of knights following him. Up at the top of the stairs here, you run into him and he kind of taunts you, and then he moves off with them. Unfortunately, that won't happen because I had to pass through this area to find where the undead merchant is. I left all the items here so that I could still pick them up. But yeah, that's why he's not here right now. That's literally the only change that'll happen on this map. That guy survived? Not anymore. You know, it does feel good to be using a normal weapon. Sometimes the enchanted weapon can feel a little bit cheap. Like, I didn't really earn this kind of level of power. That's not how my build was. Wow, they did a lot of damage to him. Oh, shit. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, hi. You ever played Castlevania 3? Yes, I have. Actually, on my launch stream, I played Bloodstained Circle of the Moon, which is just, you know, it's a big reference to Castlevania 3. Of course, it's by Iga. And, God, that game is so fun. It made me want to replay Castlevania 3. I think the only way I could really enjoy playing it would be via emulator, to give myself infinite lives, because restarting those games from the beginning is... it's just not an option for me. I don't want to spend the time it takes to beat it flawlessly to make that worth it. Hey, buddy! You shooting arrows at me? Bolts? Not anymore, you're not. It's really hard. Yeah, I know. Which is a shame because its multi-character design is brilliant. Whoa! guy hits really hard with his little dagger. You asshole. Okay, one down. Still getting sniped by these jerks. Huh? Oh, he's behind him throwing shit. Oh, I see. He has Thief Ring on, so he disappears when he's far enough away from me. Got your secret throwing dagger. The game already has unlimited continues. Does it? I played it a long time ago when I played through the Castlevania series. That was at least 6 years ago. Funny to say that there really hasn't been another entry to the Castlevania series that I think is relevant in the last 6 years. I do want to play the 3D ones. The one with, what's his name? Leon Belmont? The one that basically rips off Shadow the Colossus and God of War. I actually had a good time playing the first one, even though it was rather derivative. Hello, Black Knight. Oh, and Soldier too. Alright, we're not gonna fight you here then. I thought I could probably take this guy even while under heavy arrow fire. But it's not worth the frustration. Okay, Black Knight down. Got him. Full Moon Grass. Yeah, I've been through here before, because as I say, I was trying to get to the Undead Merchant. Although, what's he called? The Dredgeling Merchant in this version? Undead Merchant is Dark Souls. Ooh. Okay. There's the way. Still got shot all the way here. That happened to me last time I passed through here as well. Okay, so the Dredgeling Merchant is somewhere around here. I think, yeah, there he is. Yeah, I don't actually need him.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Hey! What can I buy from you? Turpentine's always good. Yeah, that'll allow me to be technically stronger
Thanks for
than
that.
my actual fire sword, because it's just going to add that fire damage on top. Let's put some late moon grass, full moon grass, and that turpentine. Oh, sticky white stuff. I'll use the sticky white stuff first. Can't believe they went forward with that translation. How do I get over there? I guess I can't. Not yet, at least. Although I could just shoot them to death with my bow. Let's do that. Okay. Got him. No, no, no. I want to use my quality longsword. Sticky white stuff can mean many things. Yeah, indeed it can. Okay, what do we got here? Black Knight? Hi! Jesus Christ. Are you human? Well, I know you're a demon. But what rules do you play by? Oh, for anyone interested in my Fire Emblem videos, whoa! I'll be working more on the Fire Emblem 1 review retrospective. It's taking way longer than I thought it would. But the editing in it is some of the best I've done, and some of the most complicated stuff I've had to do. I spent a lot of time yesterday also making images for it that kind of I had to make by myself, like the map of the Fire Emblem 1 world. It's probably the most time that anyone has ever spent in explaining the story of Fire Emblem 1. I'm not sure any of it was worth it, but there will be a video on the internet with a very detailed explanation of the Fire Emblem 1 adventure. I'm looking to make that one of my first videos that comes out next week on my main channel. Whoa! Okay, let's get rid of those archers first. While my sticky white stuff is still stuck on my stuff. Fire Emblem 7 is your favorite, huh? Yeah, I don't know if you know my YouTube channel. I don't recognize your name. Do you follow me on YouTube? Let's see. Console Halt? But anyway, I'm playing through the games in Let's Play. I've already finished 1 and 2, and I'm also doing rather long retrospective style videos on the original ones, especially the ones that only came out in Japanese. So far, I've been able to find English translations for 1, 2, and 3, and I'm sure that 4 and 5 have translations because they're so popular. But some of those, like Thracia and New Mystery of the Emblem, I don't know if they have full translations yet. But yeah, my Fire Emblem 1 video is looking to be about 25 minutes long. So you can just look on YouTube, ShaneBrained. I just changed my name from GamesBrained to ShaneBrained. And what you're watching right now is kind of a celebration marathon of streaming. I'm doing daily streaming until the 10th, and then I'll be doing Saturday and Sunday streaming normal times, 5:30 to 8:30, 8-ish. Saturday and Sunday. That's Eastern Standard Time, although that's not where I'm based. I live in Tokyo, which is why playing the Japanese games, if I have to, in Japanese would be really not a problem for me. I prefer them in English because that's my native tongue, but I've studied Japanese for a while, so I figure as someone who makes stuff on the internet, who can actually explain this stuff, I would like to cover the full breadth of the Fire Emblem series. Yikes! Also want to make some more formal videos on Souls 2, but for right now, it's going to be nice to just enjoy myself with this marathon. Yeah, that's why I really wanted... I used to stream on YouTube, but I really wanted to switch to Twitch, and you finding me here is exactly the reason why. Like, YouTube's only going to show that I'm streaming to my subscribers, and everyone else it shows has, like, a really low chance of even being interested in streams, whereas Twitch, people can discover me like you just did. I feel like I made the right choice, switching to Twitch for my streams. But yeah, if you're really into watching the Souls series and talking Fire Emblem and stuff, I'll be here same time tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next, like, 5 days after that, too. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing... I'm definitely gonna finish Demon Souls today. I may have to go a little bit longer than my normal streaming time, but I'm gonna make sure to do that. So yeah, I'll be doing Dark Souls Remastered tomorrow.
Help! Help! Soulstar soldiers are after me. In the name of all that is sacred, please open this gate. Oh Lord, hurry, please. They are almost upon me.
Okay, Estrava. Why didn't I heal? Did I not just eat that grass? That's weird. These are some aggressive-ass soldiers. Yeah, exactly. It's likely that people on Twitch are at least a bit interested in watching streams. Yeah. On YouTube, if you post too many streams, people will say, like, oh, it's nothing but streams now, or what happened to this channel? Okay, Estrava, I really gotta help you. I'm coming, I'm coming.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I wouldn't say you're rescued just yet. Ah. I thought I'd get that guy with my poke. Are you just fucking off, Ostrava, while I fight these guys for you? Okay, good. I still have sticky white stuff. Where am I backing up to, by the way? Oh, okay. That's a safe place to back up to. Alright, bring it! Yeesh! Oh, good thing I got my shield up in time. Okay, we're gonna keep on trying this poke method. Ugh! Good. 1 down. 2 down. And then that soldier will be no problem. Also, I really enjoy that Twitch is, at least seems from its core to be built around gamers. They really support people who want to make that kind of content. They have multiple ways for people to donate. And they're not as like, algorithmic as YouTube is. With Twitch, you want to see someone who's playing Souls, you just, search Souls and then you can find me that way. And YouTube, it's like, have you made a year of content about Souls in the past? Okay, then we'll promote you to people who like that content. But if, like, you just made your first big video on Souls, even if it's like a 4-hour-long analysis that a lot of people would find fascinating, it's like, doesn't fit in your algorithm, so we're not going to send this to anybody because it's not like your normal content. I don't know, YouTube can be frustrating. Still the best place for most, I don't know, normal sort of video essay content, but it can really grind on your nerves when you do it for a while. You can see that from the inverse, someone who made a lot of content on Souls, but also wants to make other stuff too, and his other stuff just simply doesn't get promoted by YouTube. And that would be one of the best people, one of the best knowledge people about Souls. I don't know what to call him, a streamer or content creator, a German spy. If you like really in-depth Souls stuff, his Let's Play series, which is called like Demon Souls and In-Depth and Dark Souls In-Depth, it's really, really in-depth. His Bloodborne In-Depth is fascinating, where he shows like the kind of power levels you can obtain through proper builds and from getting stuff via the Chalice dungeons. I didn't realize some of the crazy powerful stuff you can get in the Chalice dungeons. But, I mean, I think he's one of the people who wrote the very guide, the guidebook for... I know he definitely worked on the Dark Souls 3 guidebook. I don't think he did the Bloodborne one. Or was it Dark Souls 1 that he did? But yeah, he's been a writer for some of the games, and not one of the games, for some of the game guidebooks. And he really knows them inside and out, unlike anyone I've ever seen. If you don't know who that is, then hopefully I just introduce you to one of the best Souls content creators there is. He's really, really slow-paced, though. Really slow-paced. His streams are like 30 minutes long, and he may not accomplish that much in the streams, but he also has multiple builds. So you might like watch episode 1 of the stream, which will be Baltaria 1-1, where he's using a melee build. That's on New Game Plus. And then in episode 2, he might do Baltaria 1-2 using an archer build that's on New Game Plus that he has. So he really goes through everything, every possible thing that I can even think about. This fight's kind of awful, by the way. Okay, Black Knight down. Broke this guy's guard. Cool. Oh, overburdened. Really? I think there's at least one ring that I don't really need. Yeah, the Clever Rat's ring isn't going to help me. So let's just do the Ring of Herculean Strength. Herculean Strength. I didn't say that right. Okay, and I think I have the keys that I need to rescue Bior. That might make the Penetrator fight a little bit too easy. I've never had a tough time with it in the past. Yeah, it was from a German spy playthrough that I found out the benefits of the Clever Rat's ring mixed with the other weapon that gives you extra damage when you're low. So his archer build, since he basically knows he'll never get touched, he just plays it at 1 HP, just doing nuts amount of damage with single hits. Hey, Ostrava, how you doing? How's your mother?
This is the third time I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have. But please, now, I must go. My father, the king, awaits me just over there.
You're Clearstone. Thank you. I already got my quality weapon to +5, but that would have been really useful otherwise. Okay. Yes, I've already unlocked most of the way through here. And any additional fights that I might need against the Penetrator, I'm just going to run past those knights anyway. So let's go see if I can rescue Bior. I think I have the key for it. I think so. I know that the fat official is going to get butchered. But I don't... Is he the one that has the key for Bior, or is the fat official that I killed earlier the one that has Bior's key? Suppose we'll find out with this blue knight. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, I have the key for Bior. Renowned Hero Soul. Fat official. Hi there. Ouch. Bloody Iron Key, New Moon Grass, Crescent Axe. I see a crystal lizard. Sharpstone Shard. Tower Shield. Okay, where's our buddy? Where's the big knight with the awesome armor? He is down here, right? There he is. Hey, man.
Who goes there? You killed that vile insect and saved me. I am called Bior, the elder of the twin fangs of Boletaria. I thank you. You deserve a handsome... Go on ahead. I shall...
Yeah, so he's basically the original Siegmeyer? Yeah, that was his name, Siegmeyer. Sleepy Big Knight. I just rescued him from, I don't know, countless days or years or months or decades of imprisonment, and he's just like, I'm just gonna sleep a bit more. I'll head out whenever. I'm not done here yet. Okay, now I hope by going back to 2-2 for a second, it doesn't respawn all the enemies in this area. I don't think that they would do. Demon's Souls is really, really permanent with its changes. I also hope that's enough for Bior to join me in the Penetrator fight. It's more fun with him there. By the way, I need to equip that Turpentine now that I used up the sticky white stuff. Oh, I have black Turpentine. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need to use it all, so let's go ahead and keep that ready. Hey, Ostrava. What's up, man? By the way, who's still here with me in chat? I haven't heard from Noah and Lucas for a little bit. Noah, you're still around, aren't you? I think you're probably playing Bloodborne. Lucas too. It's just gotten quiet. Alright, here we go. Penetrator. He got penetrated. That's what I thought, Noah. Love your armor, Penetrator. I love everything that you're about. Yeah, Bior's here too.
The honor of the good knights. Lest the monarch polish of a stock function.
I should probably use my black turpentine. Okay. Yeah, this makes my attack rather strong. Wow. This dude's just melting. Did he just penetrate Bior? You okay, man? It's okay. No shame. Yo. Love that enthusiasm. Okay. Wow. Can't believe I'm about to finish Demon Souls in three streams. Well, make sure not to level too much, Noah, or else we can't, like, you gotta be in the similar levels me. Okay, let's use all these souls, and then we'll head to pretty much what the real final boss is. I got a whole bunch, though. Really, a lot. Okay, here we go. Yeah, if you're too over-leveled, you can't team up with me, I don't think. Yeah, do a quick search for, like, Bloodborne co-op level ranging. See what you find out. I'd do it and tell you, but, you know, stream. Oh wow, I used all those already. They do go faster than Dark Souls. Okay, Storied Hero, Legendary Soldier. Okay, that's all the rest. Oh, I'm gonna have quite a bit of souls here. You're about to fight Murgo's wet nurse, then you're at the end of the game, man. Okay.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
Wow.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
I'm already up to 30,000. What level is my character? He is level... where does it say? 72. That's not so high. Okay. We're going to start from Half Moon Grass now. Because that Crescent Moon Grass is not worth it. Full Moon. New Moon. Wow, I have 26 of it. And... let's see... Black Turpentine. Okay. Let's go to the last level of the game, basically. Let's see. If you're using a password, the level cap is gone. Awesome. We're gonna crush through Bloodborne then. There's probably not many people invading anymore in Bloodborne, so I don't think we'll have much trouble in that aspect. By the way, this dragon coming up is exactly why I got that longbow leveled up. Although I could just pass over him. Okay, so let's put on the ring that makes it harder for black phantoms to notice me. Oh shit, I'm still way overburdened. Damn it. Alright. Well, I guess I gotta go back now. Alright. 10:30? Yeah, this is usually the time I would definitely stop streaming, but seems a little bit silly to start and have like 20 minutes of Demon Souls tomorrow. And I have to leave home in about an hour and a half, so I should have enough time for this. Oh yeah, I really was holding a bunch of crap. And this tower shield for one thing. Oh, the official's cap. We're gonna put that on. Finish things in style. Yeah! How much does it weigh, by the way? Super lightweight. That might allow me to equip my bow and have the same roll. Oh, wait. Oh, I still have a bunch of these special souls. Okay, I better use them. I already fucked over making boss souls for myself by selling the red hot, or using the red hot demon soul. If you know this game, you know how stupid that was of me. Oh yeah, this is gonna give me a bunch of new levels. This is another thing that you should do if it's your first time playing through a Souls game. Don't worry about making boss souls. Use the souls. It's gonna give you so many extra levels and really make it worth your while.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
I just need like another 6,000 souls again. Can't think of any easy way to get 6,000 souls in a hurry. Okay. Make sure my item... What's my item burden at? 84 pounds? That's so-so. Alright, replace this ring with the Grave Robber's ring. I'll use a weapon I haven't upgraded so I don't slaughter everything. Okay. At least your health will be up there, so I don't have to worry about losing my summoned ally. We also, don't forget, we also have Dark Souls to play through. Oh, by the way, I need to see. Can I equip my longbow and still have my roll? Yes, I can. Nice. Now I can just keep my longbow on all the time. I sort of don't want to use holy arrows to take these guys out. Yeah, let's switch. Those are for the dragon. Ooh, nice shot. Really thought that barrier to get in my own way, but it didn't. Hi! Okay, now if I can aggro these dudes one-on-one, that won't be such a big deal. Why did I even equip this ring? Ugh, stupid dragon model. You can kind of climb it sometimes from very special angles, and sometimes you can't. Just stand around like, what were we doing? I forgot. So this is the soldier that eventually became the penetrator. You can see from his weapon there. Good. I just have his aggro and not his friends. Whoops. I didn't mean to shoot to the Tower Knight. Sorry. You know, it's a pretty good time to use the turpentine. Just the regular turpentine. Got the penetrating sword. Does this guy give me another? Was he using the scraping spear? It looks like he is. Gotcha. Oh man, he can block fast. Oh man. Yeah, he is using the scraping spear. I think he... I don't know why I have a slow roll again. What part of my armor did he break, I wonder? Oh, it was my hat. So you're telling me my hat is useless now? No. Okay, if it's just you, this will be really simple. Because usually she just peppers you with arrows while you're fighting her friends. Oh, she does have a sword, though. I don't think I ever knew that before. That was easy. It's kind of a mini-boss there on its own. Okay. Alright, they got a bunch of good gear. I'm gonna have to make another trip back to the Nexus. Did I get any souls, though? Nah, I feel like I'm gonna be... I'm at about 35,000 souls to level up. So I probably need just a couple more to be safe to make sure that I can actually get 2 levels the next time I visit the Nexus. I think that this world does have a shortcut, so maybe I'm just gonna keep on proceeding. Even though my poor hat is broken. My beautiful hat. Huh? Hit it! Shit! Oh, hi! Wait! Why did I get a backstab there? Jesus. Calm down there, buddy. There we go. There's my backstab. Oh, hi. What the hell? That was quite a kick. Like being kicked by God. Had my full shield up and plenty of stamina. Killed all my stamina and did a shitload of damage to me. Hi! Like one of their big attacks. Okay, it makes sense to drain my stamina. One down. He probably doesn't have anything worth picking up. Okay. This is the dragon section. Now. Okie doke. Hi, dragon. Burn those guys for me, would you? Do I have to get closer so he does that again? Yep. One more? Okay. 13 damage. 14 damage. 15. 15. 19. Every little bit more damage that I can get counts. Alright, I don't think hitting the head is going to give me more damage in this game. Or if it does, those shots would be so inconsistent that it may not be worth it. Okay. These barrels didn't get destroyed by the fire, so I guess I can stand about right here. 20 damage. Let's see. How about the wing? 19 damage. Okay, his foot seems like the most consistent place to shoot him at. Let's see, it's hitting him, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I kind of need to refill my coffee. And all I gotta do is keep on pressing this here. So, if you haven't, why don't you stretch as well? I'm just gonna keep on pressing this button while I go do my stuff with one hand. So, I'll be right back. How's it going? I have 80 arrows left. And he is at about 75% health. Do I even have enough arrows to kill this guy? Let's see, holy arrows. Do 21 damage. How close can I get? Okay, apparently that was a step too far. 21, 24. Okay, we're still gonna use all these arrows and see how far we can get his health. Okay, I'm out of arrows. How's his health now? About half? I'm not sure that every arrow is hitting him, so I'm just going to aim for the body. Or the crotch. There. Almost assuredly every arrow will hit him now. Okay. There we go. He fucked off. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the next part that he goes to is up at the top of the castle. I'm not really interested in killing him, by the way. I just want him to move. Okay, this fat official's making it really annoying for me. Damn it. Get him! Ah, shit, how did I miss? Okay, got that. Ooh, crystal lizard. Come here. Don't disappear. What? Oh, whew, just in time. Chunk of sharpstone. Yeah, I still don't need that stuff anymore. It's good that they put that there. Wait, is there no shortcut in this stage? Yeah, there is. There is. You open this door right here. No? I swear there's a shortcut somewhere in this level. Haha. Dior's fighting the dragon.
Leave the flying lizard to me! I'm Shane of the law, and I'm proud Voluntaria!
What are you gonna do, Bior? My damage against this dragon is gonna be so minimal. It's hardly worth it. Let's see, what's the way around this guy? I swear there's like a shortcut up here that I'm not remembering. Does anyone remember? There's like some kind of side path or something. Well, first let me do some flame resistance. Wait, did I just do gas resistance? No, flame. Let's see, I don't see any other path. Try hitting the dragon with your sword. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Jesus Christ. Go, 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 go. Okay, I guess you're just supposed to, like, get under it. Anyway, here's Ostrava.
Oh, it's you, is it? My father is up above. Well, what's left of him anyway. He's transformed into a fiendish demon. I began this quest in a search for truth. But it seems I was a fool to even try. Please, kill my father. In his degenerated state, he can only bring peril to the lands. This key fits the Boletaria mausoleum. Inside the mausoleum are my father's two swords, Soulsborne and ShaneBrained. Use them to bring an end to this madness.
Soulsborne and Demon Brand. So Ostrava kills himself. He just dies somehow. And gives me the key to the mausoleum where Old King Doran lives. Old King Doran is a hero of legend who tests people, and you can get a sword. But that's not the sword that I want. I got the sword that I want right in my hand right now. Yeah, it's still going on, Henry. We're gonna be finishing it. I got basically one boss left, and then the little ending sequence in order to finish it. Ah, but there's Black Phantom Ostrava right there. So now I gotta kill the guy who just helped me. And who I've already rescued multiple times. Oh, he's probably going off the cliff. Bye, Ostrava. Does he not give me any souls? He's still alive down there somehow. Wait, no, that's Pior. Okay, time to fight the king. There's a shortcut, I sure missed it. But anyway, the king's not so bad. He's a tough one-on-one fight, but really not so bad. Can I go through the fog? There we are. It's a great game, Henry. Already just playing it right now makes me want to play it again and again, trying out some different builds. It's been a long time since I did a full magic build, but those are really fun. It's the king, except he's not really the king. He's a demon. The king is elsewhere. That's right, I want to use Black Turpentine on this fight. He really can't do that much damage to me. Ah. That grab, if it gets you, he sucks out a soul level from you. Yeah, and he got me. Whew. Damn, I forgot the effective range of that. Jeez, this frame rate is driving me crazy. And the shaking from the dragon is not helping. Okay. God, I can still hear the dragon roaring. It sucks. Yeah, I think after all my fights, Flame Lurker was definitely the hardest one, this one. This is the one that comes the closest, but I was definitely more tense during the Flame Lurker fight. Okay, so I only get like... Yeah, this thing's got really crazy range. Jeez, it hit me even there? Eat, 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 eat. Wow, I got really lucky there. Shit. That attack doesn't do too much. Eat. Get him. Got 2 hits in him there. Oh shit. God, the range. Okay, re-up my black turpentine. Whew. Eat. Oh, I managed to tap him there. Oh shit! Oof. Ow. Ow. Eat. Eat. Okay. Oh. Worst thing about it, that might not be the level that it drains from you, but the huge amount of damage that it does. Oh, got him. Gonna get him again. Tapped him. Looks like he's maybe 2 hits away. Nope, nope, got him. Whew. That was harder than I remembered. Oh, the dragon finally shut up. False King Demon Soul.
How did you defeat my precious demon? No human has an appetite for souls such as you. The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be back in it.
Whew. That was fun. Alright, now we're just on to the ending of the game. Hi, maiden.
Hark, I hear voice of yore. The Old One is calling for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Okay. Down we go. The Old One has come. That was my face yesterday. I love the design of the Old One. That sword that just dropped and broke the glass on the floor, or whatever the flooring was, he's got just so many of those swords stuck into his back. So it's like how this has happened time and time and time again.
Old One, I have brought thee what thou wishest, thy new demon. Come now, be good.
Okay. We're gonna take our hat off for this part so we can see our face better. Hi.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
Okay. Just like other games in the Souls series, there's multiple endings that you can get here depending on what you do. The problem is that the old one is waking up, and as it wakes up, magic and darkness seems to spread onto the world. The old one is basically the source of all magic in the world. And so we gotta put him to sleep. Or we can kill the maiden here and let him wake up, bringing more magic and probably more destruction to the world. The King Alant wants to let the old one wake up, and so he sought out the old one, and it basically has become this kind of disgusting lump on the floor. So all I'm really doing is putting him out of his misery. Yeah, this is what the king has become. Yeah, that's the only attack he's got. And he is gone.
Don't you understand? No one wishes.
Thine work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above.
So we can let her put it back to sleep, or not. We can kill her.
The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer.
I've actually never seen the ending where she dies, but I like her a little bit too much to want to kill her.
The old one back to slumber.
Yeah, I don't want to kill her.
My thanks. At last, my duty is fulfilled.
Nice somber ending to go out on. Magic may disappear, but the world will kind of go back to normal.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Boletaria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave
That's right.
hero
Let the doggos sleep.
of unprecedented power.
So the old one retreats, and the fog that's covering the land and summoning demons and killing everything also goes away. It's an actually kind of happy ending. The maiden probably is gone too, but I don't think she wanted to live. So that's Demon Souls. Finished it on my third day on the stream. I didn't think that was what was going to happen. But yeah, for a first attempt, it's crazy how much this game gets right. It's one of my favorite games. Yeah, I like it more than Dark Souls 2. But obviously, all the other ones eclipsed its gameplay and made better levels from it. But yeah, for any fan of the Souls series, it's a must-play. You probably won't like it as much as the other ones, but it's fascinating. For me, it was the first Souls games that I played, and I'm happy that I played it. Actually, I didn't get into Dark Souls. Dark Souls had just come out when I started to get into Demon Souls. I always have to play games in order for me to enjoy them, but yeah. Fantastic game. GG, GG. Thank you, everyone. Anyway, we're not going to play out the credits there because, let's see, it's 11:13 a.m. where I am. We're back into New Game Plus already. We can't actually level up until we complete Boletaria, but that's going to be the end of our journey into Demon Souls. You jump right into New Game Plus just by completing the game like that. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me in our adventures in Demon Souls, and that's going to be the end of our stream today. Let's see if I can get him to wave. Nope, he just wants to do a shitty little shrug. Alright, well, I'll force him to wave now. Alright, there we go. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in Demon Souls. I will be back tomorrow where we'll be starting Dark Souls Remastered. I'll be playing it on PC via Steam, so if you want to join in co-op, let me know, and yeah. See you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye!